Today we're taking a look at these NFL matches, which are happening on Saturday, January 8, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Dallas Cowboys vs Philadelphia Eagles. Dallas is second in the NFL in total offense, averaging 402.8 yards per game. The Cowboys are 10th in rushing at 121.8 yards per game and 3rd in passing at 281.0 yards per game. The Cowboys are first in the NFL in scoring with an average of 29.9 points per game. The offense is led by quarterback Dak Prescott, who has passed for 4,154 yards with 32 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. Ezekiel Elliott has rushed for 915 yards and 10 touchdowns, while Tony Pollard has 719 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. CeeDee Lamb is the leading receiver with 77 receptions for 1,057 yards and 6 touchdowns. I know it's taboo to call any game meaningless, but that's exactly what this is for the Eagles. It's a meaningless game that could only hurt them if they play their starters for an extended period of time. Could you imagine the criticism that would fall on Eagles coach Nick Sirianni's head if one of his starters got hurt in the game? His job isn't to make his decisions based on superstition in relation to playoff momentum. He's there to make the decisions that are in the best interest of the team, and their best interest is for the starters to take a seat. The Cowboys, on the other hand, still have a number 2 seat to play for in this meeting. They'll show up with their starters and pummel the Eagles on the road. It's going to be a rough night for Philly's backup quarterback, Gardner Minshew, playing behind the second-unit offensive lineman against a Cowboys defense averaging 2.4 sacks per game. Even if they can't consistently get home, they'll keep the pressure on Minshew and force him to make mistakes when throwing downfield. The Philadelphia Eagles have clinched a postseason berth thanks to an above-average defense. The Eagles are 9th in points allowed at 20.9 per game and 7th in total yards allowed at 319.7 yards per game. Philadelphia allows an average of 103.9 yards rushing and 215.8 yards passing. The Eagles have 16 takeaways, which is 23rd in the NFL. The statistical leaders on defense for Philadelphia are Alex Singleton with 137 tackles, Javon Hargrave and Josh Sweat with 7.5 quarterback sacks each, and Darius Slay with 3 interceptions. Our first betting pick is Dallas Cowboys, -5. The Eagles did what they needed to do in the last stretch of the season. They have now won their last 4 straight games, including last week's 2016 win over the Washington football team. And now they're sitting pretty. They've already clinched their spot in the playoffs, and they can't improve their positioning regardless of what happens on Saturday. There's always the chance that the team decides to play their starters, but I'd lean towards them erring on the side of caution. Even if some of the starters do end up playing, it isn't likely to be for a full game. In any case, the Eagles have to do a better job of avoiding turnovers. Jalen Hurts was sitting in the front row of the struggle bus after throwing 2 interceptions in the first game. The team got behind early, and he ended up dropping back to pass for 39 attempts over the course of the entire game. Hurts is the most dangerous man on 2 wheels for the Eagles, but this isn't a game where they'd want to chance him running against Dallas's defense. They need him healthy for the playoffs. The Cowboys could technically move all the way up to the number 2 seed in the postseason. They'd need some help to make it happen, but coach Mike McCarthy has already come out and said the team is taking Saturday's game seriously. There are slight odds to potentially move up, so we want to make sure we take care of business on our end and finish off and make sure we're playing with momentum, said McCarthy, via ESPN.com. The last thing the Cowboys want to do is head into the playoffs off back-to-back losses. They failed to handle business last week at home in a game where quarterback Dak Prescott rushed for more yards than Ezekiel Elliott. Our second betting pick is over 42.5. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.